The Brits are taking over Hollywood. Of course, it is awards season, but we are loving the releases coming out at the moment. South Africans are loving their box office. None more than Mr. JP Sebastian. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing very good, from one baby to another, right?
and we are dealing with another alumni of the Presenter Search. Look how far it has taken him. But awesome to take a look back there. But of course, your job, first and foremost today, is to get into our movies. And yeah, it was interesting to see Taken 3 still at the top there, but we've got a couple of new releases coming out, eh?
A grumpy old man obviously is going to say, why does it feel like a hostage situation? Why are you watching Taken 3? Okay, maybe the first one, but whatever.
Because he has a special set of skills. Okay, let's get into our new releases this morning. Annie, a remake of a remake of a remake.
Of a remake, yeah. There was one in 1982, and then I think one before that. Then obviously it's a Broadway play. So that's the important point here, is that as well as it being a Broadway play, you're going to get a bunch of people who are trying to be, Puritans about it and being like, no, it fails on this account and that account. But really, what do you expect? Like it's going to be sort of as lovable as fans want it to be. Those who are very nostalgic, I think, might be let down. It's been getting some bad press. But it's a musical. Do you want to, nitpick and piece it apart and whatever? I think the little, Quervesione. Wow, did I say that right?
Yeah, no, well done, man. I wasn't going to wrap my head around that one, but
she's delightful.
Traditionally, yeah, this is a birthplace for young stars. Is she one such star?
Yeah, well, she was in not Upstream Color. I can't remember. Beast of the Southern Wild, and I think she was nominated for that. So maybe something good for her in the future.
All right, a very stunning picture there. Kite.
Kite.
Now I'm nervous. Yeah.
Well, I've got to be me sometimes.
Yeah, do it.
So here we go. Do you remember Sin City?
Yes.
Of course, and you remember Kick-Ass by any chance?
Yes.
So those might have made some people feel a bit awkward because they got their own little weird ways about them. The sequels to those even, very bad. This goes miles and leaps and bounds beyond bad. It's like, wow, it's actually impressive for how it breaks new boundaries for being... To me, I watched at least 20 minutes of it, and that's as much as I could stomach. But it's a revenge story, if you must know. If you want a little blurb about it, it's the story about a little girl who has her parents offed. Doesn't purposely have them off. She's looking for revenge for the fact that they have been burned. Looking for the man who's done the job.
I'm loving the South African faces that I'm seeing in the film as well.
It's good for them, but wow, we do have good South Africans.
Look, we can't win everyone. Okay, and finally, no.
No, that's the review for Kite. No, it's a movie by Pablo Larraín. Gael Garcia Bernal this is a young actor, he's I think 35 now, who could really teach anyone a lesson on what it needs to be a good actor. He's astounding. And this movie is it is about the true story of the reign of Augusto Pinochet, the tyrant of Chile. The campaign being... Basically, Pinochet there was pressure being put on him by the international community to legitimize his government as a democracy because he had obviously overthrown a democratically elected president with the help of the United States and with the help of Thatcher. No is this campaign of an advertising exec who decides to put a optimistic spin on how you can actually embrace being able to say no thanks. It doesn't have to always be this sort of inviting, just do it, enjoy or whatever. You can politicize even the industry of advertising, which has this sort of sinister undertones.
Wow, I like that crossover, man. Yeah.
It's a beautiful.
Very cool. I thought message. No referred to the 80s dancing that I saw there for a second. All right, Fury. Mr. Brad Pitt is back and he's got a tank. This is what we're going to be taking a look at later, yeah?
Yeah, so might be interesting for people to know. Obviously, Unbroken is out on circuit too. That's his latest World War II movie. So Brad Pitt returns to this sort of genre. You remember him from the Tarantino movie, The Name of Witches.
We love Mr. Brad Pitt, and you can get the full breakdown a little bit later in the show after the ad break. But right now, let's find out what's coming up next on the show.